and welcome back to the GoLoud Sessions. On today's episode, we meet Marty Guilfoyle and Callyann Brennan, hosts of the Just Friends podcast, where they reveal how their long friendship made the perfect foundation for the brand new series. Enjoy. Callyann Brennan, Marty Guilfoyle, thank you so much for joining me on the GoLoud Sessions. I think we need to throw it way back before we get into this wonderful podcast, this brand new podcast. How did you meet? How did this all come about?
Will I say it or will you say it?
Well, like you say it, we both the same answer, so I hope we do anyway.
So, I was in college and if we go way back.
Oh, way back. Okay. We can go way back. Yeah.
Was my my karate coach. So he worked in our local community centre, and I think everyone only went because Martin was coaching. So
what? I was 11, 12.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're stop being so nice. I was like 11, 12 years of age. You're making out as if like this was yesterday or something.
I know, we're very young, and Martin was up in the community centre with karate, and I think I've done like 12 lessons. Like I made it to like an orange belt. Can we just take a momo there? But then fast forward to when I was in college and I needed to do work experience. So I was studying radio broadcasting, and my cousin is really good friends with Martin also. So I wrote to her, and I knew Martin was doing spin days over on Saturdays in Dundrum because the big TV screens. I was like, I know where he's at on Saturday.
That's a throwback.
To ask Martin because I was too scared to ask myself if I could do work experience, and Martin, being the sound lad that he is, agreed, and it was great crack.
Yeah, we got her in for a couple of days work experience, but I grew up with Callie's cousin, so I think I met Callie's cousin when I was like 12, 13. She lived around the corner from me, so now I'm just friends with the whole family.
I like literally took the friendship and just made it this.
Yeah. That's so long ago now. That's like 7 or 8 years ago, which is crazy. Yeah, so mad. Not the karate, the work experience.
It's probably the only thing I remember, and that's it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you have to make the noise. You have to go otherwise, what's the point?
You don't make the noise, doesn't count. Yeah.
So then, okay, you can't get rid of each other. Busy mates now. When did the conversation come about in terms of you maybe doing a podcast or starting something like this?
Did I ask? Oh, no, what we wanted to do is we wanted to do one podcast, like just one. We were just like, it's lockdown, like, everyone's doing podcasts, so why not just hop on the buzz that everyone else is on? And we just wanted to record one episode. I actually think if you listen to episode 1, you can actually hear us say we don't know if this will be the only one of us. We were like, and as we kind of got on through that, we were like, sure, look, let's make a series out of this. Why not? Because at the end, Callie caught me off guard, telling me that she wanted me just to download dating apps and not reply to anybody, just let them message me and see how we got on. So that to me was the opener for episode 2. And we were like, okay, well, let's do that then. So yeah, we were just, we were sitting in a McDonald's drive-through. Was that when we figured it out? I don't know. What it was. Yeah, we come up with most ideas there.
Yeah.
Genuinely, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was because we were both we both talk. We do the radio. Why don't we just do a podcast?
Yeah. Although Callie was too busy being a skinny bitch with her Diet Coke and nothing else. I literally, no word of a lie. I was like, come on, like you can't go to a drive-through McDonald's and get just a Diet Coke, like.
Martin is his like McFlurry, his Filet-O-Fish, his Chicken Legend, like curly fries, Coke Zero. Yeah, I'm done. Only like, thanks.
Get twisty fries anywhere, and I've been craving them so much. You can't get them. I've asked sometimes, like we don't.
You can't get them anymore. No, yeah.
Devastating.
How dare they? How dare they?
It's so rude. It's so rude.
Rude.
And I know I totally get you in terms of like the conversations around podcasting, and with lockdown, I feel like people are kind of looking for a new creative outlet or even just simply something to do. But when you kind of sat down and you were like, here, we're both broadcasters. We both love gabbing. Will we talk about like this aspect of like relationships and friendships, or did you maybe have a different concept before you came to the Just Friends podcast, or was it always like, let's talk about this because it's something we're constantly asked about, we know other people are constantly asked about it?
I think it generally was, when it comes to this friendship, it's just, we just know, it's just like a telepathic thing. So it was like, we just know. We just said it. Like, it was just like, and he came up with the name. I was struggling on a name than anything else, because we have great conversations always. And I was like, they're so funny. We're always laughing at our conversations, and we give each other really good advice. Sometimes not the best advice, but some advice.
Excuse me, I have given you great advice that you've ignored so much and ended up in such horrific situations because you ignored it. So just because you don't take the advice doesn't mean it's like, it's great advice. You just
girls gotta do it at the end of the day. They thank
girls
you.
Yeah.
I'd have to agree here. Like, we're liable to do anything, Martin. Like, what can you expect?
I know. But we actually the initial plan was just to have a catch up, but because we were gonna have it like a juicy catch up, we were like, why don't we just record it and just put it out there? So that I'm serious. That was the plan. I'm kind of glad we didn't do that in the end, because we probably have no friends now. No friends, no love lives, no nothing. Because just
exposing everyone.
Yeah, literally live, But that was the initial plan, was just to have a catch up and then just record it. Like, that was, I don't know, that was it, wasn't it? Really, yeah.
Yeah, and then the whole Tinder idea just popped into my head because Martin Jen phobia of dating apps. Get on a dating app and we can talk about it, because I always tell him about my disaster conversations and experiences, and he can't contribute to that conversation. It's gonna be bad, but I'm like, man, you can actually now relate and give something to this, do you know?
Yeah,
you're like, I'm sick of this being a one-way street here. I need some content, Martin. Please.
No, it's always been a one-way street when it comes to Callie on dating apps. She's telling me about her experiences, and I've never had a chance to tell her because I don't use them. So
So you're saying this was the plan for episode 2. Is episode 2 recorded? Have you done that yet? Can you divulge any of your experiences?
We
Marty,
haven't,
or you saving it for the pod?
We're recording it tonight. So although I have my experiences, like I've got a load of screenshots, and that's going to be the content for the show. And I just didn't reply to anybody. So that was the whole idea, is that I downloaded Tinder, I downloaded Bumble. I didn't plan on actually meeting somebody off it, which sounds really bad, but it was purely research purposes. And I got the Tinder Gold, I got the Bumble Premium, which meant that I had like a timeline of people who liked me. So I just swiped everybody. I was literally I did. Anyone who liked me, I just swiped them back. So like, when you pay, obviously, like, this sounds like an ad now but obviously when you pay your monthly subscription, your timeline just becomes people that liked you. So like, you're guaranteed to match them, whoever's on your timeline. So I just liked everybody. So anyone who liked me, I liked them. And then we just I took a screenshot of all the openers that I got on Tinder and Bumble, and wow, like
see, that's like, that's what I have to make clear, that I actually am an active person on Tinder.
Callie is like, I'm single. I'm single, boys. Come and get me.
Callie, is this podcast just a classifieds ad for you? Like,
yeah.
Because, like, respect. It's innovative, I full respect.
That is very good. I love it. Callie doing a whole podcast series just to find a boyfriend.
Yeah, I think it should be set you a task to find me someone, but that'd probably be worse than getting your mum and dad to pick someone out. I couldn't imagine.
Episode 3, finding Callie a boyfriend.
Well, look, I was going to ask, what are the plans for the rest of the series? And also, I know it's still very early days, but is there anything you've kind of learned about the other person from doing the podcast that maybe you didn't know before, of all these years of friendship?
Yeah, Callie is a lot more organized than I thought she was.
Roasted.
No, I'm just being honest. Like this is no disrespect. Callie to me is because Callie is like for example, like, to give you a throwaway remark that Callie kind of makes, that makes me kind of question, how organized she is. she used the analogy of like a fish drowning in water the other day. And I was just like, Callie, fishes can't drown in water. Like fishes swim in water, Callie. Like it's how they, you know, stay alive. So that
it's trying to like actually see where the sense was like. You, the thing is, bless you, like you were like, there has to be something there. There has to be something. Callie, fish can't drown.
Oh my God, no. So that is one thing I've learned 100%. And that's a compliment, Callie. Like it genuinely is. Because our friendship is so lighthearted, like and so chill and probably ridiculously stupid and crazy sometimes, that like I think like a lot of really good friends, you don't really get to see that kind of organization side because things tend to be so sporadic, you know. So when you have to actually sit down with somebody and like do a project, it's like, oh my God, I did not, you know, you got these skills, gal.
In their group. Yeah, Simon's, I got you. I definitely think one of the things, it's not that I learned, I always knew Martin to me is Martin, but I know for so long he is Marty Guilfoyle. And the amount of people that talk to him like Marty Guilfoyle from the radio, blah blah blah. But the one thing I learned was that everyone who kind of got back were like, these are hilarious. And I was like, but he's so funny. They were like, no, we knew these were funny, but like, yous are hilarious. And for me, it was just a nice way to kind of get back in my head that, you know what, we gas humans. We are actually have funny conversations. You know, it's questionable whether the there, but you know, the giggles are there.
Yeah. As you can see, Fanu, like Callie is the humble one out of the two of us.
Listen, you have to be your own biggest cheerleader. That's what I say.
Amen.
That's what I say.
Well, no, fair. To be fair, we're sound to each other.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. That is literally all that matters. Okay, I have a quiz here for you, seeing as it is the Just Friends podcast, and this podcast is built on a foundation of friendship. So I'm going to test that friendship here today and see just how well you know each other. I have 40 questions to ask your best friend from Hello Giggles. I'm not going to ask you the 40 of them because we all have things to be doing today. I'm gonna cherry pick a few and we'll see how you get on. I'm gonna go to Martin first, and I'm gonna ask you, what would Callyann's dream holiday be?
Oh my God, Callyan's dream holiday.
Remember them?
I do remember them. Yeah. If I was going to give Callyann a holiday, it would literally. So Callyann doesn't drink really. So the whole idea of like Callyan's a dancer, so it would have to involve definitely socializing because Callie never shuts up. And I know it sounds stereotypical, but like you love your sun holidays, like you do, you love them. So I don't know what location. Like I can be really extravagant and be like Bora Bora. I'm such a good friend. So I'm not taking you, but I'm just letting the guy who will take you know that that's where you want to go. But Callie wouldn't be, I don't think it'd be like a chilled out holiday at all. No, it'd have to involve like a lot of socializing and non-alcoholic cocktails and all that.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I did good there.
You did good. Activities, and then history. If I'm going to a place, history.
What?
I have to see the place. I have to see if I'm seeing the place. I need to know the history of the place.
The history of the place.
Yeah, so I'm going to Bora Bora. I mean, if there's a specific rock that has a story to tell, do you know, or like a building.
Callyann needs an open top bus tour, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. We'll have to make sure there's like one of those Dublin buses in Bora Bora. Okay. Jesus.
Callyann, I turn to you. Can you describe Martin's perfect day?
His perfect day, absolutely. Right, so the chap likes to sleep in. He loves to sleep on. No getting up before 11 a.m. No. So he will sleep in, and then he will get up. He will do all his shakes and stuff. See if it's sunny inside. The first day it's sunny, so it has to be sunny. He wear is today starting out as one of them days. Then he schedule in a gym session if the gyms are open. Absolutely go to the gym. He'll be there for about 2 hours, and then he'll want to either go on a stroll or a walk afterwards. get some food or listen to a podcast. And then he'll want to definitely do some music editing or make a sound or do something.
Make a sound.
Make a sound.
Press buttons and shit happens. I don't know.
make a sound. I love it. Oh God.
And have to be so excited for it. It has to be a good meal. There has to be a good meal prepped or ready to go for the evening. And then basketball or some sporting event thing has to happen. He'll either go to the courts or he'll watch a basketball game. Screens them. And then a good rant, and then maybe chill out with roommates or go out. Or if you could go out, you'll go out. But you love gigging, you love DJing, so I think you're perfect.
I mean, like I enjoy it.
Like no way, he loves DJing. We really do know each other.
I mean, as a friend, I'm assuming you like to do the DJ.
It's fine. Like every now and again, when I get a chance to spin the decks, I do it. You know what I mean? Don't.
Oh, disc jockey. I only realised that the other day. Not fun to know.
Always learning, Callyann. Always learning.
Every day is a new day of learning. So did I get it right? Was that good?
Yeah. Well, you nailed it. Like, well, you put my whole week into one day, but we'll take it. Like, yeah.
Hyper productive, hyper long day for dinner.
Yeah. Thanks, Callie.
Back to you, Marty. Then let's talk fantasy dinner parties. Who would Callyann like to have at hers? Dead or alive? And we'll give you 3 people. Anyone that you have.
Oh my God. This is tough.
Okay.
I am going to say Brian O'Driscoll.
No, it's Huberman.
Callie, you have a little thing for rugby guys now. Come on. Come on.
For the chats, I'd have Brian there.
For the chats, would you go away for the chats?
For the chats. Callyann, this is a safe space to be thirsty. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you anything for it. I just appreciate the thighs.
Yeah, it is. It's the legs. It's the rugby legs. Yeah.
The legs for me.
Yeah. I see dead or alive. See, I'm automatically thinking like hook, like setting her up. So I'm trying to pick 3 guys that I'd set her up with. It's probably the bad way to go, though. I think you'd love that. I think you'd love to spend time with Ariana Grande.
Oh my God, yes. How do you get your hair? How do you sing that high? Like, so many questions would be asked and needed to be answered. And then also, did she see me at her concert looking like a crazy person waving at her? Because I
definitely, she definitely did.
She so seen me.
I think if I put Callyann at a dinner and we recorded it with Ariana Grande, Brian O'Driscoll, and Michael D. Higgins, I think that we're in for serious entertainment on that. Yeah,
that would be iconic. I have to say now.
Mia Hall is in the back.
Shout out.
Be cozy.
I cannot wait for that dinner.
That would be my dinner party for Callie. Yeah.
Could you imagine Michael chatting to Ariana Grande? That's what I'd want to see. And then Brian.
Yeah.
That's a man who appreciates the Dangerous Woman album, I think. That's all I'll say. If I know anything, he knows an Ariana Grande album.
Absolutely.
Callyann, who is Marty's celebrity crush?
Oh, here we go. I like this.
Oh, this could get interesting.
Okay, so.
You want a hint?
No.
I've said her name so many times. So many times.
I know.
Marty, that's not a hint. That could be anyone.
No, but she said she said she doesn't want a hint.
Oh my gosh. And it's a bizarre one.
It is a bizarre one, yeah.
It is a bizarre one.
Yeah, it is. Now, sweat, bitch.
Is it Margot Robbie or Dua Lipa?
No, come on, they're not bizarre. They're so obvious.
No, Martin.
Okay, Love Island. That's another clue.
Laura.
Yes, there we go.
Which Laura?
Laura Anderson.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I was like, come on, you have to get this.
That would have been one of those things that I'd go to bed and I'm like, oh, Laura Anderson.
Yeah.
So Laura, if you're looking.
Well played, Callie. Well played.
Here he is, Laura. She's definitely watching the GoLoud Sessions. Absolutely.
I'm all right for a bit of Laura now. Nuala, thanks.
Finally, guys, I'll end on a nice one, and it's the same question for the two of you. What's your favorite memory together? I'll go to you first, Martin. If it's suitable for the consumption of people's ears.
I actually have a very funny memory of Callie coming to one of my gigs in Wicklow years ago. Do you remember that? So Callie was like doing part-time work with Opium nightclub at the time, and I remember the nightclub that I was doing a gig in Wicklow needed like a rep or something. What was it exactly? They needed like
They just needed a hostess to go around and
a hostess for the night, yeah. And I brought Callie, and I got her the job for the night, and it was so much fun. But Callie, I think, was that your first time ever like going on a night out in Wicklow? Was it?
The experience is not less.
No.
I still. Oh wow, that happened.
Yeah, poor Callie was getting like absolute filthies from all the girls and everything. Like they were not a fan of Callie at all.
Oh my God.
Martin and I were like, it was like, you know the way people went mad when Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber got together?
Yeah.
Like that's what I got when I went. I had to go. I had to go clarifying that I am purposely here on work purposes. Like how my night went. I had to go to the day working. I may die. It was like, you're grand.
Oh my God, that is gas. Yeah, that one springs to mind because it was such a random night. Like that's years ago. That must be like 7 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago. So that's one memory that pops in. That's terrible. I
think mine is we have like this little tradition that we Christmas Eve try.
Yeah.
And we'll whether it's for 20 minutes, half an hour or an hour, or we'll be in the same pub. We have a local pub that we always go to, and we'll meet up. And it's so funny because every year, wherever we are in life, it's never this, it's so dramatically different every year. And it's generally everyone does that Christmas catch up, but it's just one of those things we're like, okay, so like this year we're like, oh, we're in a pandemic. The year before we were bopping away to like jingle bells in a pub, and then the year before we were in two different places, but we still met up and we had like happy Christmas. So that's something that it's a tradition that we do that I think is really nice for our friendship. It's such a nice thing. And it's like my mates and my family would know like I'm seeing Martin on Christmas Eve, and then like that's our thing.
Yeah, no, it is. Christmas Eve is our tradition for sure. You just completely like absolutely ruined me with my club throwback. You're like, okay, well, I'm gonna pick something that's like really nice and really like cute and stuff, and we like see each other every Christmas Eve. It's a plan we do. It's a tradition, and I'm like, I remember the time that you got hammered in Wicklow and everyone hated you.
Oh no, for me it was getting stopped by the guards that got me. We shat ourselves. I was like, why?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah.
Traumatized. So cute, so wholesome. I suppose finally then with the Just Friends podcast, this is your elevator pitch for anyone who maybe hasn't listened yet, has it on their list. If you could maybe each describe the series in 3 words, or in 3 words, why should people listen to the Just Friends podcast on GoLoud?
Yep.
Okay. Well, expectations. So what you can expect is questionable topics, giggle, and I just like.
Yeah, you just use your 3 words. Yeah.
That is already 3 words, Callyann, but
yeah.
Questionable topics and giggles is actually 4, but I think that's a pretty succinct summation of what the podcast is.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And let's not,
okay? I'll go with fun because everyone says their podcast is fun, so we might as well join the group. It'll be easy listening. So they're my 3 words that I'm going to use. It will be easy listening, and it'll be all real. Like that's the thing. It's going to be completely real. Everyone will be able to relate to it because everyone's human, And everyone has that one person they're friends with that is of the opposite sex. And they have conversations. And I actually sometimes think that my conversations with Callie are a lot better than some of the conversations with my guy friends. Because when you are talking about like women and relationships and all that stuff, it's way better to get a girl's perspective, because the lad's perspective is so narrow-minded on it. It's like, just fucking do it, man. Whereas Callie will sit down with you and she'll be like, look, you know, this is how you should approach this. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that is so true. It's so real, it's so honest. And even with every episode, we'll know what we're kind of talking about, but we will not talk to each other. We talk to each other every single day, but we won't talk to each other. So it's fresh, organic as is.
Yeah.
I don't want to know anything until we press record, so that it's completely fresh and new to my ears as well. So like, that's very important. And I love that side of it too, because you do be shocked.
You do be shocked.
You do be shocked.
I am so excited for the rest of the series. Callyann Brennan, Martin Guilfoyle, thank you so much for joining me on the GoLoud Sessions today.
Thank you for having us.